In this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to use luizmonteiro.com's VOR simulator to perform a holding pattern. The first thing I'm going to do is disable a few map features to clean up the map. So I'm going to switch off Show Projection Flags, Show Aircraft Radial, Show To From Region, and Show OBS Course To From. We also don't need the show triangle here in the wind triangle section. And I'm going to go here in other settings and turn on the holding pattern template. It's going to help us do the holding pattern entry. I have to specify a few parameters here. Non-standard, if I do left turns, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to select an inbound course for, let's say, 123. Next, I'm going to go here to General Settings and also decrease the maximum zoom in. Since we're going to be doing a holding pattern, we're going to zoom in a little bit more. Now that I've set the maximum zoom in, I'm going to move the aircraft here towards the navigate center so that I can zoom. Right now the zoom is 30 nautical miles, so I'm going to go here and click the zoom in. I'm going to go to 15 and 7.5, which is what I want. The next thing I'm going to do is place the aircraft on a sector that I'm going to be entering the holding pattern. And I can choose any sector I like. I'm going to go here on the P sector, which is the parallel entry sector. And I am going to turn the aircraft here on a heading that's roughly direct to the VOR. Now I'm going to set the OBS so that I can go direct to the VOR. Although the mouse can be used to position the aircraft on the map and change its heading, in order to actually fly the aircraft, you have to use the keyboard. On the website, you'll find the keyboard keys. Here are the keys to pitch and bank. These are the keys to change airspeed. And this is the shortcut to start, stop, and reset the chronometer. Let me also talk a little bit about the holding template guide. It's basically a disk with sectors, and it shows you which are the sectors for teardrop, entry, parallel, and direct. It also shows you what the inbound course is, outbound, the outbound radial for the sectors, the reciprocal of that, and it also has a little logo here with a racetrack pattern that shows you how the holding pattern direction is going to look like. Now we're going to start holding. I have the course here to go direct to the VOR on the VOR instrument. I'm going to go here to the aircraft motion, press start. At this point, the aircraft is flying and the control is done through the keyboard. So I'm going to track that 257 course inbound to the VOR. When I pass the VOR, I'm going to turn to the outbound heading of 303. So I'm going to leave that here on the heading bug to remind me of that. I'm making small heading adjustments to track that 257 course. Okay, the two from flags flipped. I'm going to start my time and turn to the heading of 303 for the parallel entry here into the holding pattern. Now I'm going to set the inbound course here, which is 123. On the VOR. And I'm coming up on 1 minute here on the chronometer. And I'm going to press D and hold the D down to perform a right turn. And I'm going to be using a 30-degree intercept to intercept the 122 course inbound. So that's going to be 153. I'm going to put it here in the heading bug to remind me. Okay, it's dialed in. I'm going to press T 2 times to zero the chronometer. And my bank angle is about 17 degrees. I'm going to lead my rollout to heading of 153, about half that, which is about 8 to 9 degrees. I'm going to do that right now by pressing S and holding that. The bank is leveled. I'm going to start the time by pressing T. And basically I'm looking now for the needle to start coming in to intercept the 123 course inbound to the VOR. Okay, it's coming in pretty quickly, so I'm going to bank to the left here and intercept that course. I'm very close to the VOR, so I'm going to keep the heading here about 123. Okay, we have a course reversal on the to from, and I'm going to turn to a heading of 303 for the outbound leg. I'll start my time on the chronometer when I'm abeam the VOR, which will be indicated in this case by the reversal of the to from flags. Okay, I'm going to lead my rollout now, and I'm rolling to 303. I'm going to wait for the to from reversal, and it started. I'm going to press T and begin my timing to fly outbound for a minute. And I can also set the heading big here to 123, just to remind me that that's the course that I'm going to rotate to. Chronometer is coming up on 1 minute. I'm going to press the A key to do a left turn. Hold it down. It will bank until it reaches standard rate. And I can let go once it's fully banked. I'm going to go and zero my chronometer by pressing T twice. Until the VOR needle is coming in. And I'm going to anticipate the rollout now, pressing S, rolling out, and starting my time by pressing T. I'm basically waiting again for the to from flag to reverse so that I know that I passed over the VOR. And I'm also looking at my chronometer, and I'm going for about 1 minute. Since there's no wind, it should be around a minute. Okay. To from reversed. I'm going to press the A key and hold it. Maybe to start the standard rate turn to the left. Zero the chronometer here, and as you can see, I'm well established on a hold here on the VOR, and I can repeat now this circuit as many times as I like. I'm going to go ahead and pause here, and this is how you do a holding pattern using luizmonteiro.com's VOR simulator.